You ever notice how some nights feel normal? Too normal? Like the calm right before a storm you don't even see coming? This was one of those nights. Friday, late fall, cold enough to see your breath, but warm enough that people still pretended they weren't freezing. Redwood Pines was quiet, the kind of quiet that makes you glance over your shoulder for no reason. 9:42 p.m. That's when everything started to go wrong. Maya Brooks, 24, college student, part-time barista, dreams bigger than a tiny apartment, was walking home from her best friend's place. Routine, familiar, safe, or so it seemed. Maya laughed with her whole face, the kind of girl whose Spotify playlists bounced from Taylor Swift to emo rock to random motivational speeches she never finished. She had a chaotic energy, but it drew people in. That charm is what made her disappearance hit the nation so hard. She turned a corner onto Birchwood Street, quiet, deserted, with a single flickering street lamp. Her phone lit her face. She typed a message, the glow reflecting in her eyes. Something in her expression shifted. She slowed, glanced over her shoulder, then quickened her pace. A black SUV trailed her silently for 3 blocks. No headlights, tinted windows darker than legally allowed. The car seemed alive, stalking. Nobody noticed at first. Nobody could. 9:43 p.m. She reached the end of the street, 200 feet from her apartment. The SUV stopped. Maya sensed it. Her body tensed. Her head turned slightly. Footsteps? Breathing? Or just paranoia? She ran, full speed, bag bouncing, phone in hand, breath visible in the cold night air. 32 feet. She made it 32 feet before someone stepped from the shadows. A hand clamped over her mouth before she could scream. The SUV door opened. In 90 seconds, Maya Brooks vanished, just like that. No signs of struggle, no witnesses, no explanation. Redwood Pines would never feel the same. And that's how the case that terrified America began. The morning after Maya vanished, Redwood Pines felt different. Not just quiet, unnerving, like the town itself was holding its breath. News vans lined the streets, cameras pointing at every house, capturing faces full of fear and disbelief. Social media exploded. Everyone had theories. No one had answers. Detective Sam Herrera walked into the precinct, coffee in hand, exhaustion etched deep into his face. 39, seasoned, nothing usually shook him, but Maya's disappearance had a chill he couldn't shake. Something about it felt wrong. His partner, Lena Ortiz, younger and sharp, was already analyzing the footage from Birchwood Street. Frame by frame, slowed and enhanced. Maya walking, the SUV trailing, her glance over her shoulder, the final step before she vanished. "She's gone," Lena said quietly. Sam didn't respond. He just stared at the screen. Every detail mattered. Every second counted. By mid-morning, calls flooded the precinct. Neighbors, friends, and strangers reported suspicious activity the night before. Sam's notebook filled, black SUV, no plates, tinted windows, shadowy figure. Each report felt like a puzzle piece, but none fit yet. The investigation moved fast. Officers interviewed store clerks, taxi drivers, and anyone who might have seen something unusual. Most said nothing, like Maya had disappeared into thin air. Meanwhile, the news labeled the case everywhere. Redwood Pines mystery, girl vanishes in 90 seconds. Online forums buzzed with speculation, kidnapping, serial offender, human trafficking. Sam ignored it. Facts first, hype later. Then the first real lead appeared. A security camera from a gas station 2 blocks from Birchwood captured the SUV again. Same make, same color, same tinted windows. But there was something new, a faint logo on the driver's jacket.
Sam squinted. Lena leaned closer. "This could be it," Lena whispered. Sam nodded slowly. No celebration. Leads often misled. Time was precious, and Redwood Pines offered no second chances. By evening, every officer was on edge. Red flags, dead ends, anxious citizens. The town was tense, restless. Sam felt it too in the pit of his stomach. Someone out there knew where Maya was, and he promised himself he would find her.
Because when a girl disappears in 90 seconds, every second after becomes a race against time. By evening, Redwood Pines had shifted from concern to panic. Parents checked locks twice, children were called in early, and neighbors peered from windows like shadows might snatch her away. Headlines had spread nationwide. Rumors flew faster than anyone could confirm. Maya Brooks wasn't just missing, she had vanished from her own streets. That fact made the air heavier, everyone holding their breath. Detective Sam Herrera stood outside the precinct, watching the sun cast long shadows across town. He felt the tension in every face. Shopkeepers locked doors early. Strangers lingered near street corners, eyes darting. The calm of Birchwood Street from the night before was gone, replaced by a restless energy. Inside the precinct, Sam and Lena Ortiz reviewed footage again, frame by frame. Maya walking, the SUV trailing, her glance over her shoulder, the last step before she vanished. 90 seconds that changed everything. 90 seconds where a girl disappeared, leaving only questions. Lena pointed at the screen. "See that?" she asked. Maya's phone lit her face, a shadow detached from the SUV, moving in perfect sync with her steps. Someone was watching her, Sam said. Blocks, maybe more. Outside, rumors spread like wildfire. Teenagers claimed a man in black had been near the street lamp. A neighbor swore she heard a muffled scream. Stories conflicted, yet each fueled panic. Redwood Pines had never felt this fear. By nightfall, the streets were nearly empty. Emergency vehicles and local police patrolled steadily. Residents peered through blinds, hearts racing with every passing engine. Parents whispered reassurances they didn't believe. Sam and Lena organized search teams, splitting the town into zones. Volunteers joined hesitantly, their faces pale under streetlights. Every alleyway, dark corner, and backyard became a potential clue. Shadows now seemed threatening. Meanwhile, news crews amplified every detail. Security footage, blurred SUV images, shaky neighbor accounts, all broadcast with dramatic music and tense commentary. The story had grown beyond Redwood Pines. National attention was on the town.
A patrol officer approached Sam. "Detective, we found something near the gas station. Tire tracks, faint but recent." Sam nodded. "Good, let's get the evidence processed immediately." Despite the chaos, one truth remained. Maya Brooks had vanished in 90 seconds. The town's calm was gone, replaced by fear, suspicion, and a desperate need for answers. Sam leaned back, exhaustion heavy. Lena glanced at him. "We'll find her," she said quietly. Sam didn't respond. He stared out the window, knowing someone out there held the key, and until they were found, Redwood Pines would not sleep. Because when a girl disappears that fast, every second after feels like an eternity. The next morning, the precinct buzzed with urgency. Sam Herrera and Lena Ortiz had worked for hours, reviewing footage, tracing leads, and analyzing tips. Every clue mattered, every second counted. A gas station clerk called in. "I saw the SUV again last night," he said. "Same color, same tinted windows. There was someone in the passenger seat. They didn't look right." Sam scribbled notes. Lena leaned over the footage, matching timestamps with the tip.
"It's the same route Maya took," she said. "They're retracing her steps. Someone was watching her, and they were careful." Outside, forensic teams discovered a faint footprint near the street corner where Maya vanished. Sam knelt to examine it. "Size 10, he muttered. "Fresh, but too old to trace accurately." Lena added, "Fibers on the lamppost. Could be from their clothing. Not much, but everything counts." She carefully bagged the evidence. The town, meanwhile, simmered with tension. Rumors spread quickly. Teenagers claimed to see a man in black near the street lamp. A neighbor swore she heard a muffled scream. Each story added to the growing fear. Sam and Lena called a meeting. Sam pointed to the map on the table, covered with pins marking locations: Birchwood Street, Elm Avenue, the gas station, every alley Maya had passed. Red strings connected the dots. "We need a pattern," Sam said. Lena's eyes widened. "Detective, look at this." Near a storm drain, faint chalk markings had gone unnoticed. "Could be a signal or a trap," replied Sam.
The precinct fell silent. Symbols, footprints, fibers, sightings. Pieces of a puzzle they didn't yet understand. But one fact was clear. Maya had been watched. Carefully. Planned. As the day wore on, residents brought more tips. "I saw the SUV near the park," one said. "Then it disappeared around Elm." Another reported a shadowy figure near the alley behind the bakery. Each tip, no matter how small, was logged and added to the web of information. Sam reviewed the evidence board. "This person is meticulous, every move calculated, and we need to figure out why." By evening, Sam and Lena stood outside, looking over the town. The streets were quiet, but tension hung in the air. The clues were mounting, but answers remained just out of reach. Someone had orchestrated Maya's disappearance with precision. Every footprint, every mark, every witness account was a thread leading toward the truth or into danger. Because in Redwood Pines, when a girl disappears in 90 seconds, even the smallest clue could be the key or a trap. The next day, Sam Herrera felt the tension like a weight in his chest. Hours of evidence had given them pieces, but no clear picture. And then a call came in that changed everything. "Detective Herrera," said Officer Blake, voice tense. "We got something. From a neighbor near Elm Avenue. Surveillance footage, someone matching the SUV's profile. They weren't alone." Sam grabbed the files, Lena peering over his shoulder. On the screen, a figure slipped out of the SUV, briefly visible in the streetlight, carrying a small, dark bundle. The camera caught only a fleeting glance, but it was enough. "That's her," Lena whispered, eyes wide. "That bundle, it could be Maya." Sam's jaw tightened. "Could? We need certainty, not guesses." Cross-checked timestamps with other reports. Every detail lined up. The chalk marks, the footprint, the fibers. Someone had orchestrated Maya's disappearance with meticulous planning. It was no random act. It was precise, calculated, and frighteningly bold. Outside, Redwood Pines was restless. Even in daylight, residents looked over their shoulders. Conversations were hushed. Shops had closed early. Fear had taken root in every corner. Sam and Lena convened the team. "We've got a lead," Sam said. "The SUV was seen moving toward the old mill district. We need surveillance, witnesses, everything. Move fast." Lena pinned new red strings on the map, connecting previous sightings to the mill district. "It's a pattern," she said. "Someone's creating a trail, but why?" Sam ran a hand over his face. "Either they want us to follow it, or it's a trap." The precinct moved like a well-oiled machine. Officers spread out, checking cameras along the route. Lena analyzed every frame, every shadow.
Every fiber, every chalk mark, every whisper from the town was catalogued. Then another discovery. A hidden camera near an abandoned warehouse caught the SUV again, this time clearer. The figure inside wasn't masked completely, just enough to see eyes glinting in the dim light. The bundle was inside the vehicle, carefully placed. Sam swallowed hard. We're close, too close to guess wrong. Even as they planned the next move, Sam couldn't shake the feeling whoever had taken Maya knew the town better than they did. Every move anticipated, every path predicted, every clue deliberate. And now, with this lead, the investigation had shifted. It wasn't just a disappearance anymore. It was a race against someone smart, patient, and dangerous. Because in Redwood Pines, when a girl disappears in 90 seconds, every lead could save her or put her further in danger. Night fell over Redwood Pines. Calm was gone. Sam Herrera and Lena Ortiz geared up. The precinct hummed with tension. This was no longer just a missing persons case. The lead from the old mill district meant danger, closing in fast. "Check your comms," Sam said, voice low. "We don't know what's waiting for us." Lena adjusted her flashlight, scanning empty streets. "It's too quiet," she whispered. They drove toward the mill district, following the SUV's mapped route. Streetlights flickered, shadows dancing across cracked pavement. Every step felt like a trap. Sam's stomach twisted. His gut screamed caution. At the outskirts, abandoned warehouses loomed. Broken windows reflected the pale moon.
Moonlight. Lena's voice trembled slightly. "This is it. The SUV was seen here." Sam nodded, hand tightening on his radio. "Team Alpha, perimeter. Team Beta, check cameras and alleys. Move." Footsteps echoed as officers fanned out. The mill district smelled of rust and damp. Shadows shifted unnaturally. Sam's mind raced. Traps could be everywhere. A faint noise, metal scraping concrete, made Lena freeze. Sam motioned for silence, heart pounding. "Stay sharp." They approached the main warehouse. Boards covered most windows, but a flicker of light came from inside. Lena whispered, "Someone's here, or just left." A sudden movement, a figure darted past a broken door frame. Sam signaled the team to hold. Adrenaline surged. The SUV's dark shape was parked near a side entrance, tires muddy. The bundle inside twitched slightly. "Could it be Maya?" Lena whispered, voice tight. Sam shook his head. "Could be a decoy. Watch every angle." Fear and frustration battled in his chest. He couldn't let panic cloud judgment. As officers secured the perimeter, Sam noticed faint chalk marks along a concrete wall. Someone had left a trail, deliberate, taunting. Every clue pointed to one thing. The kidnapper knew they were following. Every move was calculated. Suddenly, commotion from the alley behind the warehouse. A shout, footsteps, a door slamming. The shadows vanished, leaving officers tense and alert. Lena bit her lip. They knew we were coming, and they were ready. Sam's pulse raced. Exactly. That's why we move smart. Fast doesn't mean reckless. Every decision counts. The night pressed on. Redwood Pines had never felt more hostile. The abandoned mill district was a labyrinth of uncertainty. Each corner could hide danger. Each movement could trigger a trap. But the bundle in the SUV, Maya Brooks, was still there, just beyond reach. They had to survive, stay sharp, and follow the clues carefully.
Because in Redwood Pines, when a girl disappears in 90 seconds, stepping into the danger zone meant risking everything. Dawn broke over Redwood Pines, pale light slicing through lingering shadows. The town was still heavy with tension. Sam Herrera and Lena Ortiz had tracked every clue, followed every lead, and every step now brought them to the heart of the nightmare. Inside the abandoned warehouse, the SUV waited.
Sam crouched beside it, heart hammering. Lena's hand rested briefly on his arm. "Stay sharp," she whispered. "We don't know what's inside." Sam nodded. Adrenaline tightened his chest. The bundle in the SUV weighed on their minds. It wasn't just a case anymore. It was personal. Slowly, carefully, they pulled aside the tarp. The girl inside stirred, pale, shaken, but alive. Maya Brooks blinked at them, eyes wide, breathing uneven. Her phone lay nearby, screen still lit with unread messages. Relief surged through Sam and Lena like electricity. But there was no time to relax. A shadow moved at the far end of the warehouse, the kidnapper. Sam's gut sank. "Freeze!" he barked. The figure lunged. Lena reacted instantly, tackling the man as Sam rushed forward. The struggle was tense, every second measured. Officers joined, and the fight ended quickly, but shock rippled through Sam as the mask was yanked away. His blood ran cold. Someone he knew, someone trusted, someone from the town he had seen every day. Betrayal cut deeper than fear. Maya, trembling, whispered, "He knew me." Sam knelt beside her, voice steady but soft. "It's over now. You're safe." Her grip tightened on his hand, eyes glistening. Outside, sunlight spilled over Redwood Pines. Streets that had been tense and silent the night before were waking slowly. The town had endured the nightmare and emerged into light. Later, in the precinct, Sam and Lena filed the reports. Every fiber, chalk mark, and eyewitness account had led them here. Every decision mattered. Every second counted, especially those 90 seconds that had changed everything. Lena looked at Sam, exhausted but resolute. "Redwood Pines will never forget this night." "No," Sam said quietly, "neither will we." The story of Maya's disappearance, a girl gone in 90 seconds, a town thrown into panic, a kidnapper hidden in plain sight, would echo forever. But courage, persistence, and skill had turned fear into hope. Because sometimes even 90 seconds can change everything, but courage can change the rest of your life.